Hello everyone, welcome to this new YouTube video dressed in a completely summery outfit with some bright colors. Yes, that's right, the sun is finally here and so is the warmth, so it was the perfect time to go for a little shopping session. I went for a little stroll at Zara, Mango, Springfield and Stradivarius and I found a few things that I'm going to show you and we'll try to make the outfits I found look elegant. It's mainly dresses and skirts. You can have some fun rating the elegance of each outfit out of 10 in the comments, just to get you involved a little. And then let's just try to have a good time together. But before getting to the heart of the matter, I'd like to tell you about one of my partners who supports me in my work as a content creator, Olito Olite. It's a brand created by 3 young guys, and it offers an alternative to the energy drinks and iced teas we all know, those sugary drinks you usually find in stores. These 3 guys are Matt, Philip, and Freddie. They thought to themselves, hey, what if we created energy drinks, an alternative to iced tea that tastes sweet but without any sugar? And honestly, it's a real revolution for this type of drink. I myself was initially extremely resistant to this kind of beverage. I'm really not a consumer of all those, those big brands that give you wings and so on. I'm just not a consumer of that kind of drink at all, even though I admit that sometimes I could use a little boost. So I just stick to coffee, but drinking too much coffee isn't good either. So I decided to give it a try, just to put my preconceptions aside or maybe confirm them. Well, I can tell you that I was pleasantly surprised and now I can't go without it. This is my own order. And it's really simple. Shoutout offers alternatives to energy drinks without sugar and with an absolutely amazing variety of flavors. It's just as indulgent as it is refreshing and energizing, really. And even for people who have trouble just staying hydrated and drinking water, there's even a special hydration series. So it adds a bit of flavor to your water and it's perfect, it helps you try to drink a little more water. And since it's starting to get hot, for example, for people who don't drink alcohol, well, this is also an alternative. And I had prepared my little glass here. To keep things elegant, you have little sachets or a jar. You should also know that this is much more eco-friendly because you use far fewer materials with a sachet or a jar than by using cans. So for example, if you don't drink alcohol, well, it's still a festive alternative. Why? Well, simply because you can also mix them with sparkling water. Of course, you first mix it with a little still water because otherwise it will fizz over, and then you add the sparkling water. Why not grab a little wine glass, put 2 or 3 pieces of fruit in it, and then just pour it in. Here, I chose the grapefruit flavor. It's so good. You really get the taste of grapefruit, plus it's a little sweet. Well, it tastes sweet, but without any sugar. All that's left is to add a little mint leaf. Why not run your mint leaf around the rim so there's mint all around your glass and then enjoy. Cheers. And it's really, really good. And so, since this is a commercial collaboration, you have a promo code OLITOOLIT available, which is CARO5 for your first order and gives you €5 off, and the code CARO, which is valid all year and gives you 10% off your subsequent orders. Now that that's done, let's move on to trying on clothes. So today we're going to try on and take a look at what I found at Zara. We'll do Mango in another video. And so, as always, it's extremely complicated to choose because there are so many options. Anyway, it's all designed to make you buy as much as possible. Zara, which is after all the original king of fast fashion. By the way, do you know what year Zara was created and by whom? If you know the answer, let me know in the comments. There's a green knit dress, kind of apple green, an electric apple green that's really nice, open on the sides with a little ring in the middle. Anyway, it's really, really nice. We're going to see how to make it look elegant because it's pretty sexy. Linen, you know that when spring and summer arrive, it's the return of linen. Personally, I love linen. And so here, and by the way, you'll see that, well, I didn't iron the clothes. We have a little wrap skirt that's really nice too. And thirdly, oh well, this is going to be fun to try on while it's still cold, oh my god. A pretty linen dress as well, in khaki green. I really like khaki green. And we'll see how to make these outfits elegant and chic with heels and jewelry and why not some cute hairstyles. And I couldn't resist this little white t-shirt, extremely simple, but you see for those cool evenings with the little sleeves that come down to mid-arm. I love it. I think it's very elegant with a V-neck. I find it really nice with jeans. Well, it's more for autumn-winter, I admit, but since it's very hard to find this kind of t-shirt at a reasonable price, so there are brands that make them, but you pay a fortune for them and I can't afford that. So here, for €9.95, I found this little t-shirt that you can wear anywhere. So let's start with this gorgeous little green dress. Well, little, it's not little. So it has a zipper that's actually hidden here on the side, which you can open. There are V-shaped necklines on the chest, and on the back, in fact, it's backless. And at the same time, there's a small part that's crossed, which is really nice. So let's try it on right away. See here, I'm trying to close it, and every time I get scared when it gets to this point. Sometimes when it resists a bit, I end up pinching your skin right there. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. And there you go, this time it worked. I managed to put it on without any problem. And so on the back, to close it, there are these little cords here. So you can adjust the length of the straps to close it here. Well, of course, it would look nicer if it were ironed, I'll admit that. There you go. So what do you think? Personally, I really like it. Well, this fabric, I find it's a bit scratchy. I don't know why. Maybe it's the linen. I'm not so used to wearing linen anymore. I don't remember linen ever itching or scratching me. But this one does itch a little. On the other hand, personally, I really love this kind of dress cut with the V-neck line here. The dress is just gorgeous. Hold on, I'll take off the mic. There, so it doesn't spoil the view, let's say. It's very, very pretty, extremely elegant. It reveals the chest here, the torso, it creates an opening. It's really very pretty. We'll see what kind of jewelry to wear here. It's open in the front, as you can see. That's really nice too. It's good, it lets the air through. In the back, we have a back that is very pretty like this one, which is both a bit backless and also a little bit detailed with the crossed fabric bands at the back. So it's really very, very nice. Different shoes, your choice. I have two pairs. I have a pair here from Minelli. Minelli, a shoe brand. Well, in any case, for me, is very well known in France. And they really make quality shoes that are also very, very beautiful. And here, the brand Cozy Island, which you've heard about recently. If you haven't seen the video, I can put the link here for you to go watch it. It's a shoe brand that cares about the comfort of our feet. They mainly make comfortable heels. What a joy. Yes, I can confirm it. It really is a joy. Their heels are absolutely amazing. So I also decided to try this dress with these little sandals. So let's see right away how it looks when worn. All right, let's start with the heels from Cozy Island. Well, I think it works really well. At first glance, it looks like something that works pretty well. What do you think? Let me know a little. Personally, I think I really like it. Really very good. The combination of the soft colors goes really well, I think, with the sandy beige of the heels and the khaki green here. I think it works really, really well. So, well, there you go. I'm happy with it. Now let's see with some jewelry to find out how to enhance this lovely outfit. I have to admit I have my little preferences, especially with these gorgeous earrings from India. It is a gift that was given to me. Actually, I should probably clean them a bit with some white vinegar because they've lost a bit of their shine. With a little set of silver bracelets that I found during a trip to Morocco. So I found a lovely little bracelet like this one, which is silver and shaped like this, and I think it's just beautiful, especially with this ring, by the way. And actually, it was in Essaouira that I found them. Well, if we clean the earrings, I think it all goes together pretty nicely. I don't want to add a necklace for the simple reason that the earrings are quite bold. In general, you don't go for 3 pieces because then it gets too much. It depends on the earrings. You might be able to wear a necklace. Well, it really depends. The key is to find the right balance. As for the hairstyle, well, I think we can just leave it like this. You can also completely let your hair down if you want. It looks much more sensual, much wider and more passionate. But the idea is to be elegant. You could try a little bun, for example. I think this way it also looks pretty good, except that as soon as you pull your hair up and tie it back and you have a dress with an open neckline, it immediately gives you more presence and confidence. All right, here we go. Okay, these are finer, more discreet. What do you think as well with this little earring and necklace set? And then we haven't tried the other heels yet. I'm also taken with these little sandals. We're going for a different style here with these sandals, but it also works. It also looks really good. Here we have a rather pale pink pump, which is also very, very pretty and goes well with the outfit. Pale pink and khaki are two colors that generally go well together too. In the end, I approve of this outfit. So then there you go, hair up or hair down. Oops, it's up to you to tell me, up to you to choose. What should we do? Should we stick with something a little crazier like this, or should we keep the hair up? All right, now we're going to move on to the second dress, which this time is a bit more vibrant. Here is the second dress, which is much flashier, as I mentioned to you. To begin with, this type of dress cut is much more sensual, much sexier. It's going to be a bit of a challenge to make this outfit look elegant. And I think what will make this outfit, what will clearly add a touch of elegance to this outfit is definitely putting your hair up, tying it back like in a dancer's bun or a French twist. I think that's what will work best with a set of small earrings, because we already have a piece of jewelry on this dress itself, which is this round detail in the middle that is very pretty because of its color, its shape, and the fact that the dress is form-fitting, that it reveals the sides here well, the ribs, actually, that we have an extremely deep V-neckline. All these details alone make this dress a much more sensual dress. So let's see if what I'm telling you is confirmed by tying the hair up high. So I decided to tie it lower instead. Low buns can also be very elegant. Here it confirms that with this hairstyle, with the hair being tied up, it makes the outfit a bit more elegant. Now let's move on to the jewelry. So for the jewelry, I was simply thinking of this jewelry set from Swarovski. Same thing, it was a gift. I've had this set for 12, 13 years. So to match with the color, here we have a gold color. This is rose gold. So I think it could go well with it. There we go. So, and there you have it. So it's still discreet, but at the same time, it does dress up the neck and the ears a little, and the little piece of jewelry here. What do you think? Let me know. There you go. You can go ahead and leave a little rating out of 10 in the comments to see if I managed, just by doing this one thing, tying my hair back in a low bun like this, to make this outfit a bit more elegant, rather than just sexy by default, even though its slightly sensual side doesn't bother me at all. And now we'll move on to the third outfit, which is a linen skirt. So here is the linen skirt. So I had to find something in my wardrobe to go with it, since I decided not to get the matching top from Zara, simply because I didn't like the top, that's all. On the other hand, I find this little skirt really very cute. It's a wrap style. So that's really the ultimate in comfort, really, having skirts. I think it's just great. I'm a huge fan of this little skirt. Here I kept the blush pink heels on, but I have some other heels planned for this. And then we're also going to try it with another tank top, because this one is nice, but it's a bit it's an old tank top I had, but I found another one that should go a little better. It's a little knitted tank top. All right, now we're going to try with the heels. The little sandals I wanted to pair with this outfit are some little sand sandals that back then I found at Texto. I thought they were absolutely gorgeous with those little details like that. They're made of suede. It was a crush I had, and on top of that, they're very comfortable. So, well, I'm really happy because honestly, it actually works really well too. Let's say we have the little flow of heels, which recalls the flow here of the skirt. I'm simply going to go for a small pair of hoops. It's still a bit subtle though. What's also good is to try not to mix too many textures. And it's true that this is also how you can manage to look elegant, being able to combine materials, shapes, colors, and not necessarily putting overly flashy colors together to avoid hurting the eyes by sticking to tones that, well, go well together. That being said, I think with these 3 outfits, we've managed to put together something pretty nice. I'll show you 2 tops. Surprised to see this with the skirt. Actually, it's this little top here that goes really well with the skirt. Well, in any case, this little top is really very pretty. Plus, with a nice tan, it works really well. This try-on is over. I hope you enjoyed this video and had a good time. If you're new here, subscribe so you don't miss out on this little get-together. A little shout out to Oli. I'll put all the information in the video description, as well as, of course, all the links to the clothes I tried on. I'll see you in the next video. Take care of yourselves, stay hydrated, and sending you a kiss.